place to go.
No, you.
Actually, I had
a question for the defender?
Yeah, I had a question for you. I'm going to give you some names, and you can tell me a little bit what these guys are like, backstage or on the road. Okay? Eddie Doomsday.
Eddie Doomsday is a professional. I don't necessarily agree with the way he goes about things in the ring, but you know what? He's a legend. And, we came up together. He was my very first opponent, and he was the person I beat to win my first heavyweight title. And I'll tell you, he's a tough guy, tough as nails. Knows what he's doing. He is a ring general. He's a little bit on the shady side, but, not everyone's perfect.
Okay, Tsunami,
class act. This kid, I remember watching him growing up, and he kept coming up through the business. He's an amazing kid, amazing talent, maybe the best pure wrestler in the business.
Folks, if you're just joining us, what the heck else are you watching? This is the Urban Defender, wrestling world champion. Now, Mr. Defender, you have an energy drink, don't you, that you use sometimes, a special concoction that you use to give yourself energy on the road?
Oh, that coffee, I think?
No.
Brown bag in it?
No. It's called Urban Power. It's Urban Power. It's heavy on vitamin C because I don't know if you know this, but I am on the Governor's Council for Scurvy Awareness. It's an affliction that hits a handful of people every year. So, I'm trying to say to the kids, get out there. You want to start juicing juice on orange juice. Get your bones healthy. And that's why I think the energy drink, it doesn't have a lot of that garbage in it, a lot of drinks. It's pure, vitamin C heavy, Urban Power. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I remember you were on the Scurvy Awareness Council, and you went to the British Naval Base in Hong Kong to get them aware of the benefits of scurvy. Remember the Japanese naval base? But they thought it was the berry awareness thing, so it was a little...
That was a bit of a mix-up, but these things happen.
But
no,
hey,
I actually saw the Defender one time.
Anytime.
I don't know if you saw me, but I actually saw you on the road. You travel on a tour bus.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
The Urban Express.
The Urban Express.
The funny thing is, I saw you pulled into a gas station off of 18, and I could swear that your sworn rival, the Urban Destroyer, was in the same bus as you.
Well, sometimes you don't get to choose your travel partners.
Right, but that man beat you to near unconscious. You had to be taken out in an ambulance on the air, right?
Yeah.
And you're sharing the same bus with him.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're at opposite ends of the bus, so we don't really bump into each other. I mean, if this was like an SUV or a little compact car, there'd be fisticuffs. But you know what? There are officials on that bus. There are people who play middleman.
Does he wear the mask all the time?
He does.
Do you guys fight over what to listen to on the radio? Like maybe he wants to listen to the Jay Giles band or something.
He does. He's a big fan of Freeze Frame, and I'm not really a big fan of Freeze Frame. I'm more of a centerfold fan.
Really? Yeah.
Maybe that's the origin of your feud. Maybe that's why you beat you with a lead pipe and
Love
sent you to the
Steak?
hospital.
It's not the origin, but it sure hasn't helped us mend the fence.
Yeah.
Do you get letters from fans telling you to get well, to get better?
Absolutely.
I know that you were hospitalized for 6 weeks after that assault from the Urban Destroyer.
That took me out, but I'll tell you, I love it when the kids send emails and they send letters and cards and get well. I've had flowers sent to me, and really,
it's like living every day like it's your last.
Exactly.
Think about it,
exactly. I tell you, I like to think of myself as a tough guy, and I'll tell you, I 6-year-old kid said, "Get better, champ," and a little waterworks on that. I'm not going to lie to you. A little misty-eyed, but
he's 6'6", and he's a sweetheart.